When your cat suddenly stops using the litter box, do you actually know what they're trying to say? Most people think it's bad behavior. Maybe they're being stubborn, maybe they're trying to get revenge because you came home late or changed their routine. But behind that simple accident, there's something deeper that most people miss. It's one of the most emotionally revealing ways your cat can communicate. And if you ignore it, which most owners do at first, you might miss one of the clearest messages your cat has been trying to send you. Let's start with what litter box behavior really means. Number 1, it isn't about revenge, it's about feeling safe. Have you ever walked into a room and found your cat using the carpet instead of the litter box? Your first thought might be, they know they're not supposed to do that. Most people believe cats use the bathroom outside the litter box to punish their owners. Here's what's actually happening. Cats don't think about revenge the way humans do. When a cat avoids the litter box, they're almost always responding to discomfort, stress, fear, or a problem with the environment itself. The litter may feel different beneath their paws. The box may smell too strong. The location may suddenly feel unsafe, or they may simply associate that box with pain. Think about that for a second. Your cat isn't trying to upset you. They're trying to solve a problem the only way they know how. What feels like disobedience to you often feels like survival to them. This is where most owners get it wrong. Instead of asking, why is my cat doing this to me? The better question is, what is my cat trying to tell me? That single shift changes everything. And by the way, if your cat suddenly starts avoiding the litter box after years of using it perfectly, don't brush it off. We'll come back to why that matters near the end, and it's something many owners wish they'd understood sooner. Number 2, the litter box is more than just a bathroom. Now, here's where it gets even more powerful. Researchers who study feline behavior have long observed that elimination is closely tied to a cat's sense of safety. A 2021 review published in the Journal of Feline Medicine and Surgery found that many litter box problems are linked not to defiance, but to stress, environmental changes, or underlying medical conditions. What does that really mean? It means your cat's litter box is one of the places where they feel most vulnerable. When a cat uses the litter box, they can't run as quickly. Their attention is divided. They're temporarily less prepared to escape danger. Imagine trying to relax in a place where you don't feel completely safe. That's exactly how your cat experiences it. Behavioral scientists often describe cats as animals that constantly balance comfort with survival. Even inside your home, those instincts never disappear. Your cat may trust you completely, but those ancient survival instincts are still quietly guiding every decision they make. Here's what most people don't realize. A litter box tucked beside a noisy washing machine, one placed near another pet that likes to watch, or one that's rarely cleaned, can all feel unsafe from your cat's perspective. The problem isn't simply the litter box itself, it's what your cat associates with it. And when those associations become negative, they begin searching for another place that feels more secure. So the next time your cat hesitates before stepping inside the box, remember, they may not be rejecting the litter box, they may be searching for safety. Number 3. Your cat is reading the room through scent. Here's what most people don't realize. To your cat, the litter box isn't just a place to eliminate, it's also part of their scent map. Cats use scent to understand whether a place is familiar, secure, and worth returning to. Every room in your home carries invisible information that your cat is constantly reading. When your cat steps into the litter box, they're entering one of the most personal scent environments they have. Here's what's actually happening. Your cat has scent glands on their cheeks, paws, and other parts of their body. While those glands aren't used to mark waste itself, they continuously build a network of familiar smells throughout the home. The litter box becomes part of that larger picture of safety and territory. Think about that for a second. What smells clean to you may smell unfamiliar to your cat. If you completely strip away every familiar scent with heavily scented cleaners or perfumes, your cat may hesitate, not because they dislike cleanliness, but because the place suddenly no longer feels like theirs. That doesn't mean you shouldn't clean the litter box. Quite the opposite. Cats generally prefer a clean box. The key is keeping it consistently clean without overwhelming it with strong artificial fragrances. You're creating a space that feels both hygienic and familiar, and here's where it gets even more meaningful. When your cat confidently uses the litter box day after day, they're showing that they trust the environment you've created. Your home doesn't just shelter them, it reassures them. Now before we keep going, if you're learning something new about your cat, hit like and subscribe. That's how we get these videos to more cat owners who want to love their cats the right way. 4. This instinct is thousands of years old. What makes this even more meaningful is where this behaviour comes from. Long before cats slept on couches, long before litter boxes existed, their wild ancestors had to choose bathroom locations with incredible care. A poor choice could leave their scent where predators or rivals could find them. Every decision mattered. Behavioural scientists believe domestic cats still carry those same survival programs today, only the environment has changed. Instead of searching through tall grass, your cat walks into a plastic box. Instead of watching for predators, they may be listening for a loud dryer, a barking dog, or footsteps in the hallway. The instinct never disappeared, it simply adapted. Animal behaviour research has consistently shown that even indoor cats retain these deeply rooted survival patterns. That's why location matters so much. A litter box hidden in a quiet corner often feels far safer than one placed in a busy laundry room or high-traffic hallway. Think about that for a second. Your cat isn't being picky, they're making the same careful calculations their ancestors made thousands of years ago. The only difference is that now, they trust you to provide that safe place. Every time your cat calmly enters the litter box without hesitation, they're placing their vulnerability inside an environment you created, and that says more about your relationship than most people ever realize. 5. Your cat isn't comparing you to other people, they're responding to the home you share. Have you ever noticed that your cat seems perfectly comfortable using the litter box at home, but becomes hesitant after a move, a renovation, or even when guests stay for a few days? Here's where most owners get it wrong. They assume cats simply dislike change. Here's what's actually happening. Cats don't judge a home by how it looks, they judge it by how predictable it feels. Studies on domestic cats reveal that consistency is one of the strongest contributors to feline confidence. When routines remain stable, cats are far more likely to continue their normal behaviours, including reliable litter box use. Think about that for a second. Every time you keep the litter box in a familiar location, every time you clean it on a predictable schedule, every time you avoid sudden, unnecessary changes, you're telling your cat that their world is still safe. To them, that's more than convenience, it's security. Your cat isn't rewarding you. They're responding to an environment where they feel protected enough to let their guard down, and that's a level of trust they don't give lightly. 6. The real mistake isn't the litter box, it's missing the message. Remember earlier when I said we'd come back to sudden litter box changes? This is what I was talking about. The accident on the floor isn't the real message, the change in behaviour is. A healthy, comfortable cat tends to be remarkably consistent, so when that consistency suddenly disappears, when a cat who has used the litter box for years begins avoiding it, when they hesitate before stepping inside, or repeatedly enter the box without using it, they're telling you something has changed. Researchers and veterinarians consistently recommend treating sudden litter box changes as important behavioural information rather than assuming they're caused by stubbornness. Sometimes it's stress, sometimes it's arthritis that makes climbing into a high-sided box painful, sometimes it's a urinary tract problem that makes elimination uncomfortable, and sometimes it's another medical condition that hasn't shown obvious signs yet. That doesn't automatically mean your cat is seriously ill, but it does mean they're communicating in one of the few ways they can. Here's what most owners never realise. Your cat can't explain discomfort with words. They explain it with behaviour. And when you notice those changes early, you give them the best chance of getting the help they need. That's one of the greatest acts of care you can offer. 7. The best thing you can do is surprisingly simple. So what should you do if you want your cat to feel comfortable using the litter box? Start by seeing it through their eyes. Keep the box clean. Choose a quiet, easily accessible location. Use a litter your cat already accepts whenever possible. If you have multiple cats, provide enough litter boxes so they don't have to compete for the same space. And if your cat suddenly changes their bathroom habits, don't punish them. Observe them. Look for patterns. And if the behaviour continues or is accompanied by signs like straining, frequent trips to the box, or changes in appetite, contact your veterinarian. Think about that for a second. Your cat isn't asking for perfection, they're asking for understanding. Sometimes the smallest adjustments, a quieter location, a cleaner box, or recognizing a medical issue early, can completely change how safe they feel. Every successful trip to the litter box is more than a routine habit. It's a quiet sign that your cat feels secure enough to be vulnerable in the home you share. Don't ignore that. So when your cat suddenly stops using the litter box, do you know what they're really trying to say now? It isn't simply bad behavior. It isn't about revenge. It's your cat telling you that something about their body, their environment, or their sense of safety has changed. That's not disobedience, that's communication. And every time you respond with patience instead of frustration, you strengthen the trust between you. Because your cat isn't trying to make your life harder. They're relying on you to notice what they can't say out loud. And that trip to the litter box, it was never just about going to the bathroom. It was always about feeling safe. And it shouldn't be small to you either.